The Forbidden Romance.
1,000 years ago, the towns of Banawi and Buntok were at loggerheads. It was then considered an honor to kill an enemy. During this time, Malaya was born and became a warrior of Banawi, the son of Banawi leader Hiyas. Once upon a time, Malaya hunted in the woods. When he got to a waterfall to rest, he saw a young woman taking a bath. He was attracted to its beauty, but he noticed it was an outsider and had no right to bath in the land of Banawi. Malaya was about to kill the girl when an eagle stopped him. He recognized that the bird was Bathala, the creator. Instead of pursuing the previous plan, Malaya accompanied the girl home. He learned its name was Atara, daughter of the Buntuk leader Lawin. During their long journey, their passion was formed. Arriving in the land of Buntuk, Malaya was immediately arrested. He is now the outsider in Atara's land. Atara pleaded with her father. She narrated the incident. He may have killed me when he caught me bathing in his land, but he took pity on me. Instead, he accompanied me home safely. Have pity on him, father, as he had mercy on me, the girl pleaded. Lawin thought, his daughter's request is against the wishes of the people of Buntok.
He will die if he cannot defend himself.
The king declared.
People of Buntok, choose our best fighter to fight with the young man from Banawi. The winner of the battle will be my daughter's husband.
The people of Buntok agreed. They chose their bravest fighter to face Malaya. The confrontation between the two has already begun. From Banawi, 100 warriors came looking for their leader's son. They saw Malaya struggling. They are ready to avenge it in case it is defeated. Fortunately, Malaya won and avoided the supposedly bloody reckoning of the Banawi and Buntok rivals. A banquet followed. Atara led the wedding dance. The goose chirping was continuous. The festivities lasted for 9 days. Malaya and Atara, along with the Banawi fighters, traveled back to Banawi. While traveling, Malaya thought of his father. He is old and probably waiting for grandchildren as well. But he married without his father's consent. Will his father agree with what he did? Malaya and Hiyas met on the rice terraces. The young man had prepared himself. At the beginning of the 8th grade of Padi, that will be the year of my marriage. Father, here is Atara, daughter of the leader of Buntok. His father Lawin and its people have been kind enough to receive me. Hiyas looked at Atara. Even though he didn't speak, Malaya knew that his father understood him. As he walked, Hiyas thought about what he would say to the subjects. Everyone was happy to meet. The leader spoke to the people of Banawi.
I am old. Soon, I will be able to be with our ancestors as well. Before this happens, I want to see my son get married and be ready to take my place. Here is the girl from Buntuk. Ladies of Banawi, choose which of you is the most beautiful woman we can match with our guest sent by our beloved God of the sky, Bathala. From the two, my son and I will choose who is more beautiful. The one who chooses will marry my son, and the one who doesn't will die. As a reward for the chosen, her experience will become a legend to our children.
The people of Banawi choose the girl they will match with Atara's beauty. When they were able to choose, everyone agreed that she was the most beautiful woman among the people of Banawi. The two girls have set aside. The beauties in front of Malaya today are truly extraordinary. Hiyas asked.
What is the name of our guest? Atara.
Malaya replied.
Do you agree that Atara is more beautiful? Yes.
Malaya replied. Happy with his father's decision, the king announces that Atara had been chosen. The people rejoice. With displeasure, Atara spoke. I have a request, great leader of Banawi. Let the maiden I met live without shame. This is so that her experience will serve as a legend of our children. He has granted Atara's request. The 18th stage of the Rise to Riches has already begun, and the wedding of Atara and Malaya took place again. Because of the love affair between the children of the two leaders, the conflict between the two towns stopped, and this is where the peace of Banawi and Puntok began.
The end.
Bruce Wayne is born and raised in the city of Gotham. Growing up an only child, he was constantly showered with all the care and attention Thomas and Martha Wayne could offer. But little did they know, tragedy is about to strike on this foreboding night. A strange, clown-like man breaks into their home, and Martha dies amid the struggle, horrifically murdered in front of young Bruce's eyes. Thomas was injured and wrongly blamed for the incident. Be strong, son. I'm sure the justice system will prevail. Alfred, please look after him for me. Since then, Bruce swears to join the police force in hopes that one day he can catch the culprit and clear his father's name. However, he failed the police officer's exams because he couldn't overcome his fear of clowns. Thankfully, Bruce has a sharp eye for detail, and so he settled for forensic investigation instead. Tonight, Bruce is hard at work on the most recent murder case when all of a sudden, a swarm of angry bats burst through the lab window out of nowhere. What in the world? Ah! The bats knock over a rack full of unspecified chemicals, and the chemicals spill all over Bruce. Ah! Bruce regains consciousness and discovers that he now possesses superhuman strength, endurance, and heightened senses. Oh, my anxiety is gone. I feel incredible. Oh, and also, another swarm of bats bursts through the other lab window and leaves behind stacks of cash. $20 billion? Bats are my new spirit animal. Superpower and wealth, Bruce quits his job and becomes a full-time vigilante. Bruce dons a stealthy bat-themed costume to fight thugs and criminals. Who are you? I am justice. I am vengeance. I am Batman! Batman! What's with the freak costume, though? And the stupid voice? Stupid? Stupid? Shut up! This isn't stupid. It's sexy! Take this! And that! And this! And that! Batman cleans Gotham streets diligently every night. And pretty soon the crime rate in Gotham City is at an all-time low. And that upset a certain group of disreputable people. Our businesses are going down. We gotta do something about this Batman guy. What was that? Jesus! Hello, gentlemen! Today is your lucky day, as I will eliminate the Batman for you, but I expect to be paid handsomely. Joker start wreaking havoc in Gotham City, hoping to lure Batman out. Stop right there, criminal! I'm so glad you finally decided to show up. Clown! Wait! I've seen you before. You were there the night my mother died. Joker was the one that killed Martha Wayne all those years ago and framed her husband for murder. While Bruce is still stunned by the realization, Joker makes a slippery escape. Later, sucker! Fueled with rage, Bruce searches high and low for Joker. He also decides that he needs to properly gear up for the ultimate confrontation. I'm gonna need a whole lot of fancy gizmos. Joker plants deadly laughing gas explosives all over Gotham City. And then he was just about to push the trigger when Batman stops him in the nick of time. They engage in an epic battle. And as Joker is close to falling off a building, he manages to activate the bomb timer. Too late, Bats! I have the last laugh! Batman quickly jumps into the Batwing and rushes through all the poisonous gas balloons rising into the sky as we speak. I have to tap into the Bat Force. Batman manages to get to the balloons in time and send them all into space. Joker is miraculously still alive and is put behind bars. With that, Thomas was proven innocent and can now live happily with Bruce and Alfred at the Wayne Manor. But Batman's job is never finished. To the outside world, Bruce is an insufferable billionaire playboy. But secretly, he uses his superpower and wealth to fight crime from the shadows, thus becoming an incorruptible of hope and justice. The